Range of tolerance indicates a range of conditions in which an organism can survive. Niche of an organism is the functional role, profession the organism has in its surroundings. Community is an assemblage of all interacting species of organisms in an area. Genes are distinct pieces of DNA that can determine the characteristics an individual displays. Each individual has a particular set of genes. Population includes all organisms of the same kind found within a specific geographic region. Species is a population of all the organisms potentially capable of reproducing naturally among themselves and having offspring that also reproduce. Extinction is the loss of an entire species. Of the estimated 500 million species believed to have ever existed on Earth, 98 to 99% have gone extinct. Herbivore. Primary consumers, or herbivores, eat plants as a source of food. Carnivore. Secondary consumers, or carnivores, are animals that eat other animals. Omnivore. Consume both plants and animals. Decomposer. Use non-living organic matter as a source of energy and raw materials to build their bodies. Many small animals, bacteria, and fungi will fill this niche. I don't know if that's the right word. A consumer is an organism that requires organic matter as a source of food. They consume organic matter to provide themselves with energy and organic molecules necessary for growth and survival. Producers are organisms that are able to use sources of energy to make complex organic molecules from simple inorganic substances in their environment. Evolution. The changes seen in the genes and characteristics displayed by successive generations of a population of organisms over time. Predator hunts and kills the other animals for food/energy. Prey. What is hunted and killed for food/energy. What is the difference between an abiotic factor and a biotic factor? List some examples for each factor. Abiotic factors, non-living things that influence an organism such as energy, non-living matter, living space, and ecological processes. Biotic factors, all forms of life with which the organism interacts. Biotic example, a frog, a leaf, a dead tree, wood. Abiotic examples include air, water, soil, and sunlight. How does energy flow through ecosystems? Is energy constantly added or cycled throughout an ecosystem? Each step in the flow of energy through an ecosystem is known as a trophic level. As energy moves from one trophic level to the next, most of the useful energy, 90%, is lost as heat. The second law of thermodynamics dynamics. Because it is difficult to measure the amount of energy contained in each trophic level, biomass, which is weight of a living material, is often used as a proxy through a chain cycle. Why is natural selection important for species? Those that reproduce more successfully pass on to the next generation the genes for the characteristics that made them successful in their environment, and the genes that made them successful become more common in future generations. Why is survival of the fittest not a good way to define natural selection? Sometimes the big and strong die from natural causes that wouldn't fit in survival of the fittest. It doesn't matter how strong an animal is. It will not survive natural disasters and therefore not pass on its genes, even though it may be the most successful adapted in their environment. List the two types of competition and give examples. Intraspecific competition is competition between members of the same species. Example, birds on the same tree fighting for the same resources. Interspecific competition is competition between members of different species. Examples are owls and snakes, both fighting for the mouse. List the symbiotic relationships and give examples of each. Parasitism, commensalism, mutualism, and, parasitism, a tick hosting on human. Mutualism is a hummingbird drinking pollen and plant getting pollinated. Commensalism is a remora fish eating scraps of shark. What is the difference between a food chain and a food web? A food chain is a series of organisms occupying different trophic levels, though through which energy passes as a result of one organism consuming another. Food web is a series of multiple overlapping food chains. Thank you everyone for listening in, and please stay tuned for the next video. Happy dreaming, and good night.